Let's see. Hello, neighbor. Alicia Dolan here at Creating in My Corner. We are live with another Stamping Sunday card class. I'm just waiting a minute to see if anyone joins us because I know that at least one person was planning to be here, and I can't always see the comments or likes or anything, so I never know if you're here or not until you comment. So I don't know. I suppose we should just get started, right? I thought that tonight we could make some Valentine cards together. It's been a long week. I don't know if you've been getting my emails or not. Hello, Kim. But I have had to cancel my classes this week. I had a lot going on and some health issues. So I had what I now know is I don't know, maybe you call it a flare up or something. Anyways, I have a problem and it's affecting my feet. And so yesterday was actually the first day all week that I sat down in my craft room and made some progress. I did some cutting, I did some sorting, I did some cleaning up, which I need to do a lot more of, but it's been difficult. So let's make at least one Valentine card together tonight. I'm hoping that we can make 3, but I have only got one design so far. I am excited about that one, and I can't wait to show you. Hopefully I put everything I need close by, but we will see. All right, let's turn our camera around and we'll get started. And if you do choose to order this week and you choose me as your demonstrator and you want this as your free card class, you can get that if you order $35 or more and choose me as your demonstrator by Saturday at 11:59 a.m. Okay. So I will be checking that. I'll probably check it on Friday night, and then if you've ordered and if you want this class, whatever it ends up being, it'll be similar to last time's class with the let's see. It was all the supplies that you need to make these 3 cards. You would make 2 of each one. So your stamps and ink and adhesives are on you, but I provide the cardstock, the die cuts, the gems you would need, and any ribbon. So cardstock, embellishment. Let's see, I'm on I can't see. I don't see any comments. I don't see any little swirly bits. Okay. All right, Kim, thank you. You said I just came back on. Okay. So let's start that over just real quick. Not the whole thing. I won't tell you all my stories again. But we're gonna make at least one Valentine card together. We may make more than one. Okay. So first, we're gonna use the Valentine Kisses bundle. Okay, and we are using both the stamps and the dies. And I'm gonna try to use just that and stick with one color family so that we can make these cards and just really have an efficient use of our time, I suppose, is a good way to say it. All right, so our first card, we're going to use Thick Basic White, and this is 4 1/4 by 11. Okay, and it's scored here at 5 1/2. Can you see where that's scored? Right there. And we're just going to fold that in half. Okay, and here's my bone folder. I was going to try to make more than one card, but I'm not sure I can get through all 3 tonight, but we'll see. If I don't get through all 3, I'll design 2 more and I will email them out to everyone on the list. Okay, now we're going to need some real red cardstock. We need some little scraps here. And we're going to take our real red cardstock, and I already cut it to the right size. I was trying to be prepared yesterday. I only got 1 card done, right? So I was only a tiny bit prepared. A little bit, not a whole lot. So it measures 3 1/4 by 5. If you are cutting along with me, that's 3 1/4 by 5. Now our next piece, this is kind of what I'm excited to show you. So there's something really cool, and we're going to do a little bit of a watercolor technique. Now, if you look at this, you're going to notice it's, see this part right here is the part that I watercolored. So we need our real red ink pad, and we also need our water painter. So if you don't have this water painter, you can use any one, but this is the one that I am using tonight. So at the end, you'll notice this one is pretty big. Okay, I also have this other one. I'll show you the difference just so you know. But these you do actually fill with water. If you look close, you can see it in there. This one's a little bit smaller, see? And what I wanted to do is use the bigger one. All right, so, and I practiced a little bit on a piece of cardstock first, because when you're watercoloring, you can end up with different sorts of patterns. See how this one's like, I don't know, the lines are a little skinnier, and what I really wanted was this fat one. So when I did this one, I kind of pushed this way, and I found that didn't give me the color that I wanted. Okay, so now if you're coloring along with me, what you're going to do is, and I encourage you, if you can, try this right now while you're thinking about it, right? Or when the video ends. So you're going to take your stamping pad and you're going to squeeze it together. And these older ones squeeze a little bit easier. The new ones are a little tougher to squeeze. But you want to get it right in the center, okay? And you're just going to squeeze it a couple times. And then when you open it up, you're going to have all this lovely ink here inside the lid. That kind of looks a little bit like a murder scene. It's not. It's just red ink, okay? So we're going to squeeze our water painter until, can you see that water kind of, it's not really dripping out, but you can tell inside here, if you look close, that the water is getting really close to that brush. It's very shiny, and if you touch the end, it is wet. So we're going to get it in our ink, and we want quite a bit. Now if you squeeze it, the water is going to drip down in there, and you're going to get a lot of ink. That's kind of what we want. So then we're going to hold it to the side and we're just going to go like this. I didn't do that very well. I didn't keep them close enough together. But it doesn't have to be perfect. It can be however you want it to be. Okay, so now we're going to take our piece of cardstock. And of course, it's not going to turn out exactly like the first one. No two water paintings are ever alike, right? Okay, now we're just going to swish it back and forth all the way down. And you can go back up a little bit if you want to. You don't want to go over your paper a whole lot because it's thin and it will start to tear apart if you're not careful with it. Okay, so once you do that, we're just going to set that aside for a few minutes. We're going to squiggle our water painter over here on our scrap piece just to make sure it's fairly clean, because when you go to use another color, you're not going to want to, first of all, you might not remember that you already used it on red. And then you might end up with a red project when you had planned something else. All right, let's put that aside. Now we've got our little piece of scrap paper. You don't need water paper. Now, if you're going to do a lot